Hi guys, I'm just filming a quick video for you today with a few of my favourite post-run stretches. It's really important to make sure that you're incorporating stretches after you run, after performing any sort of sport or exercise. These ones are going to be specific to runners for that repetitive movement that you've got when you're running. Also, just a quick shout out and well done to all the runners yesterday at the Warrington Run Festival who we treated. Hopefully we provided some relief in the post-run treatment that we provided for you, and yeah, we'll just get cracking with the exercises. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk you through them. As I'm doing them, I'm going to show you from a side angle perspective, and obviously if you've got any questions, you can just shoot us a quick DM, get in touch with us. If you need any help with anything more specific, again, get in touch and book in for an assessment and we'll hopefully be able to help you. So the first one that I like to do when I get back from a run is what we call the cat to cow stretch. So this one is going to be aimed at your spine and your back. A lot of runners can sometimes suffer with lower back pain, and it might seem like, well, I'm running and using my legs, but running is actually a full body sport, and a lot of the stability that you're using is coming from your core and your trunk muscles. So it's really important to keep that mobile, keep that stretching to ensure that you don't get injured and that you're able to carry on running injury and pain free. So what you want to do is you want to come onto your knees, just in like a kneeling position, and then just bend forwards, place your hands on the floor like this, shoulders over hands, and then you want to arch your back and look up, and then round your back and look downwards just like this. So look up, forwards and up, you're arching your back, and then round your back and look downwards. And with an exercise like this, you can also kind of incorporate going a bit to the side as well. So sometimes I like to round to the side, and then come and arch like this, and then round to the side, and then change direction as well. And you're just getting a really good stretch throughout your whole spine, keeping yourself mobile for all your running. And I normally do this for about 30 seconds to 1 minute. The next exercise that I'm going to teach you is one for your hip flexors and also going into your quads, which are the muscles at the front of your legs. So again, you can start from a kneeling position and just place one foot in front of the other one, so you're in like a low lunge. And then I normally put my hands on my pelvis, my hips, and make sure that I'm not arching like this, but just find somewhere in like a neutral position, and then just lean forwards on this left leg, just like so, and I can feel a big stretch at the front of my left leg. So some of you might struggle to get deeper, you might just be over here, you'll feel it already, but then for those of you who can go further into the stretch, you can come all the way down, just like this. Try not to be rounding your back, just keep a nice straight spine. So again, this one I kind of try and hold for about 30 seconds to a minute, and I can feel a big nice stretch at the front of my left leg with this one. And then you just want to ease yourself out just like this, and then I will come and change legs and just ease myself into it, keeping a nice straight back here and just breathing into it. So what can also be really helpful is, obviously after a run, it's an exercise where your heart rate is raised. So part of the cool down stretches that I like to do is to kind of bring your heart rate back to normal. So as I'm doing my exercises, I try and take some deep breaths in and out, and as I'm breathing out, I try and just get deeper into the stretch. So again, hold this one for about 30 seconds, and then I just like to ease myself out of it, just like that. The next stretch is more for kind of around your glutes and piriformis, so it's called the pigeon stretch. Some of you might be familiar with it. So you're going to come into that lunge position again, but then bring your right foot in front of your left knee, and then it can be a bit tricky with balance. And then what you want to do is turn your right knee out to the side, and then just lower yourself down. I'm actually feeling a bit tight in this position today, so I'm not going to push it too far. You want to ultimately try and aim for getting a right angle here with your knee. So I don't know if you can see, but my foot is going in a little bit towards my left side of the pelvis, which is fine. But ultimately the aim is to try and get it further out a little bit more so that my knee is at a right angle as opposed to about a 45-degree angle that it is at now. Again, not arching too much and not rounding, but you can also just lower down onto your forearms with this one. And again, just hold it for about 30 seconds to a minute, and I can feel a nice big stretch in this area. Again, if you're more flexible, you can kind of bring your head down to the floor, and then just ease yourself out of that one. And we'll do the same on the other side. So just bringing that left foot in line with my right knee, drop the left knee out to the side. I've got a bit of a right angle there, but as I start to lower down, it will come in a bit. You can see it there, probably. And then let's just lower down and feel that stretch. And then I'm just going to ease myself out of it. By this point, now breathing's usually kind of come back to normal, my heart rate's back to normal. What we're going to do now is nice calf stretch. So if you just face a wall, put one foot behind you. This is the one that I'm going to be stretching, the one that's behind me. So I want to keep my heel on my toes, pointing forwards, heel in contact with the floor at all times. And then just bend this left knee forwards and just stretch forwards. And I can feel a nice big stretch at the back of my calf, my right calf there. Again, hold it for about 30 seconds. And then swap sides. So that's pretty much it. Those are my go-to ones. Obviously there are some progressions if you feel like you can go deeper into the stretch, and there are some easier, more simple ones if you're having difficulty getting down to the floor. So again, if you are finding difficulty with any of these movements, you can just shoot us a DM, ask us for some more advice, and possibly come into one of our clinics and meet one of us, go through like a full assessment where we can kind of delve into what's going on a bit more and give you some more like personalised targeted advice. But in general, those are my kind of go-to post-run stretches, and I hope that they help you as well.